first session, we're going to tell you what we forage and why, and a little bit about what you can do with it. Then we're going to talk to you about smell and why smell matters so much more than we think it does. And we're going to show you how to use some of these plants to make the most delicious teas. And most of what we put in these teas or these teas, it's free.
Yeah, you can just go and pick it from your local park.
You can just go and pick it. Do you want to talk a little bit about these things that we've picked here? So we've got this little thing here. These are our dried things. So we need to tell you about the dehydrator we've got. In Big Local in Jarrow, we've probably got one of the biggest dehydrators in the northeast, and it's here for you to use and enjoy. So have a chat about these lovely ingredients. And this wild garlic, for example. Wild garlic salt.
Wild garlic it grows in really old woodland, and if you've ever tried wild garlic, you will want to try it again. It's absolutely amazing. I actually make wild garlic salt. There's some there up there. You can all have a little try of it. It's really, really tasty. It's one way to get that flavour in your food all the way through the year. You can use a lot of the parts of the wild garlic plant. We've got the leaves, yeah, dried, but you can also use the seeds and the flowers. They're all really, really tasty. It's free food. It's free seasoning. And if you learn to use things like that, like put out the supermarket, save some money.
You would pay so much money for this in any health food shop, and we can pretty much tell you this is going to taste better, it's going to be better for you, you're just going to love it. We've got a red squirrel over here looking for some. Don't, there's too many jokes. There's too many jokes. Too many jokes. Do you want to? Would you like to try a little bit of nettle? Have some of these nettle seeds. Be careful you don't get stung now. You're going to love them. Delicious, delicious. Great.
Before we come in this morning, I was walking around Jarrow Park, and the trees are full of these. These are called linden flowers, and these make a fantastic sweet tea. You can dehydrate them, you can use them as they are, you just put boiling water on them. A fantastic way of utilising what's in the park.
Amazing.
You don't have to have a fancy dehydrator either. You can get these and collect them, and you can do something as simple as putting them on a little bit of parchment paper on a sunny windowsill. That'll dehydrate them just the same. Or use your oven as a dehydrator. You don't need any fancy kit to preserve food.
You truly don't. Paula, we've got some leather here. It's vegan leather.
It's not vegan, it's not community.
Oh, it's not even vegan.
I'm sorry.
Great, so tell us about this wild cherry leather.
Me and a group of kids that often come foraging with me, we all went and collected about 5 kilos worth of cherries. We had bought those in Morrison's, who would have probably needed a second mortgage. But we foraged about 5 kilos of cherries. I took them home, I gave them a good wash, and I made this cherry leather. It's simple to make. You just cook the flesh off the cherries, press it through a sieve to get the stones out, and you simmer it down till it's a thick paste. I added some raw local honey just to add some health benefits in there, and my kids love this. It's like the cleanest fruit winder you can ever have. So they all went and have a try. You can also make a tea from it, but you simply, when you finish simmering it down and boil it down, it gets thick. Put it on a bit of parchment paper and put it in your oven. Spread it out thin. In your oven, leave the door crack open at about 50 degrees for about 12 hours, and you'll end up with this. And this is so tasty. Honestly, I would tell audience to come and have a go with it.
So what we've done with that leather is you can have a taste of it up here. We've got some of the leather. We've just come back from the Outer Hebrides. So why go local when you can go the furthest place away in the whole country? And we did forage a big bag of red clover. So Paula, everyone around here would have seen red clover, won't they? Did we just find the most beautiful red clover?
It was so vibrant in colour, so much brighter, it was unbelievable.
So we ate it all. There is a little bit left for you, dried, so you can have a taste. So right here we've got the wild cherry leather, red clover, and we've got this tea for you to have a little try of. And if you're feeling brave, you can also try some of these seeds. So I remember way back, like 20 something years ago, and I was asked, do you want to try halloumi cheese? And I was like, no, that looks disgusting and it sounds worse. and I nearly didn't taste halloumi cheese. About 5 years later, I was 25% halloumi cheese, and I could have missed out on that opportunity. So one of the important things about hanging out with the Dandelions is you do things or try things you maybe wouldn't have tried before. It's always Paula's fault. You do sign your disclaimer, so how do we keep foraging safe, Paula?
We just make sure there's no bugs and beetles. We give it a little rinse.
Lookalikes, what do we do about those? If there's lookalike plants, making sure
we make sure that we've got a positive identification. If you're not sure, don't pick it. Don't tempt yourself with something that you're not 100% sure on. So if you're not confident, the simple ones like dandelions and nettles and cleavers where you can't really go wrong. But there's nothing with serious lookalikes. So I would say if it's a good forage, swat up a little bit, get a good book, come on a few walks with me and Carole. We'll keep you right.
Carole, when do we do the foraging walks?
We do the foraging walks from the big local on a Monday at 10 o'clock and from Bilton on a Friday at 10 o'clock.
Amazing. Do you need, what advice would you give people for clothing if you're going?
Sensible shoes, long pants, long sleeve tops for things like stings and stuff. Obviously I don't really go to those shoes because I live in shorts. In our foraging flip-flops. But if I get stung, that's my fault, and he's going to all laugh at me. I don't want anybody else to get hurt though. So please wear like long sleeves, long socks, just to stop your ankles and things getting stung as well, going in bushes.
Excellent. Excellent. Brilliant. Who of you is going to be brave enough to come and try some of this amazing cherry leather, incredible fruit leather, some of these gorgeous toasted nettles? So these taste nutty and succulent, they're full of protein, and they're going to be just wonderful.
They're also full of omega-3, all your omegas. They're very, very good for vegans, nettle seeds. They're good for leveling out blood sugars. They're a blood sugar regulator, so whether you're high or low, will actually help. I can't say that they'll cure anything because I'm not allowed to. But nettles are phenomenal for your health. Please have a little read through some research.
So one of the reasons we started making tea in jarrow is simply for your gut to be healthy, you need 30 different plants every week. I'm a vegetarian and I counted up how many different plants I was getting a week and I was thinking could be tight. So we make teas with 12 different plants in them. That's a super easy way to help your gut microbiome cop itself on. I never had eating problems until recently, and now I understand how difficult it can be. But the tea is your shortcut to finding really great ways to feel well, and it's really good crack. So later on this afternoon, we'll be setting this table up so that you can blend some of your own teas using some of the pre-prep stuff we've got and some of the forage produce. Will it be good fun, women?
Loads of fun, come along, passion win.
Excellent. We'll also be doing some work with you around smell and how to recognise what smell does and how important it is. Any questions, comments, concerns from the audience at this stage? You're all happy people. You could look at all of the exciting things that we've just told them. Are you excited?
Yeah!
Is it brilliant? Is it free?
Yeah!
Great. These are the rules of foraging. If you want to find out more, you can follow us on Big Local Jarrow's page, and we post all of the stuff. You can follow Bilton Hall, Porlock Gardens, and if you want to volunteer in Porlock Gardens,
come to me!
Tuesday and Thursday. You're going to learn so much, and it's the best craft you can have on 2 feet. Okay, we're going to finish up this first session, so if you want to come and try some of this amazing stuff, come ahead. Some net